Alright, so you think you know where the cities are on the map. Well, where's Stepford then? So what you said is maybe this. You said, I think, it cuts off at Stepford UFC, cuts off at St. Helens Bridge, over Stepford Victoria, and cuts off at Beachley. What if I were to tell you that that is absolutely wrong? Today, we're gonna look into that and look into what city is what in the SCR law. We're starting from the west and going to the east. So, where is Willowfield? That is very clear. Willowfield is Willowfield. Is Hamden Park an independent station? I think not. It is connected to Stepford with a few houses. So this is Stepford. New Harrow is Stepford because it's connected with Angel Pass, which is connected with St. Helens Bridge. Then it really cuts off at Stepford UFC. And as forgot mentioned, Angel Pass is connected with Bowden. That means Bowden is also Stepford. So as a Stepford area, we would get actually this. A really big area with Stepford. So then cutting off a New Harrow to Stepford Victoria. This is now Stepford. What is this up here? This is all the stations as a town. Woodwick is not connected to anything. Whitefield is not connected to anything. Now let's go and look at Ellesmere. This is a hard question to answer, as really we don't know anything. What station is bigger, Beverly or Ellesmere? But it should be Ellesmere. So what Ellesmere is it cuts off at Ellesmere Pond, goes over Ellesmere Junction. There's no Beverly. Beverly is in station under Ellesmere, I think so. And then it cuts off at East Beverly. This, I think, is Ellesmere. So what is next? Well, Ellesmere is not just this. Ellesmere should also be Greenslade and Whitney Green, as they're right under there, with Bewley Park being close to Whitney Green. So this should also be Ellesmere. Or should it actually? Because no, Greenslade is under East Beverly. It should be under Ellesmere, but it's really not. Let's see what is now coming, which will explain that. The next station to see is Newry. Or should I say Benton? Benton is a really big town with many stations in it because of the commuter water line being in it. So let's see. It is at Newry Harbour. This is not one of the unique stations. Maybe it is, but I think it's Benton because this is a Benton commuter. Under Coxley. Now it goes under Greenslade and Whitney Green on the map. Cuts off at Bewley Park. Takes Morgantown with it. I'll explain that later. Definitely goes with this all. Cuts off at Airport West. Cuts off at Connolly. And then cuts to here. So, this is what you call Benton. So why is Benton called Benton and not Morgantown? Well, Benton is the biggest station at Morgantown. I think Benton has now a north and a south big station to bring people from the south into Benton and from the north, because there are routes from Express via Benton and via Morgantown, and I think many people drive the routes via Morgantown. Let's see what comes next. Well, firstly, there is Stepford again. Stepford is on the airport. This is all the airport, which Stepford does control. Shouldn't be Airport West. I think it really should. So let's just do this and do this. So this is Airport West then. So this is Stepford. Outside of Stepford and Airport, this is unknowable, and I think not. Outside of Stepford, airports are normal. You see, there are many airports that are outside of the real towns. You can see Munich, you can see London, many airports there are outside of the real town. So what is this all? Well, James Street and Farley, they're both the same because they're both connected. Rosedale Village is one because it is Rosedale Village. Then we go to Esterfield, which is itself. Now we've got the easy part. Now we get to the harder part. Well, what is Hampton Hargate? It is definitely itself. Maybe with Morgantown? No, it is definitely itself. Then we got Upper Stapler. Upper Stapler could be with Farley, but there's only a road connecting them. So this is the same. This is just a village. Water Newton is a village, we can cross that in. And now we get to the last and really big town, Leighton. Leighton is consisting of 4 stations, which is probably guessable, and this will everybody guess because this is easy. You have to just come in with Rocket Parade. There you go. This is Leighton. Now Edgemead is 1. Fairmere is 1. Westercoast is 1. Now again Mill Castle is 1. No way anybody guessed that wrong. West Wyvern is 1. Stowy Log is 1. Now North Shore and Lynn by the Sea. No, I don't think many people are guessing this, but Lynn is this big. Yes, North Shore is Lynn, because they are connecting together. And so, this is the whole network map with all the towns in them. Benton is the biggest out of stations, and I think then comes Stepford, with more stations in the airport, and then come all the other big towns. Was it a surprise to you? I think many stations know, but the big towns maybe yes. See you then in the next video. Bye.